Hello everybody and welcome back to Josh Hands Coins. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at my brand new album. So the reason I got you at this angle is because this album is so big that it will not fit on camera. So I'm going to need to lift the camera up today to be able to show you the album and the contents. So the first page is going to be the first few pages are going to be all of my decimal coins, and then there's a couple of foreign ones at the back. So we'll take a look at those as they come. So let's have a look. So firstly we start with our 50p's. I thought I put the 50p's at the front because it's my main focus at the moment and I like the coin and the design so much. So we start with EU stars, then NHS, then public libraries, suffragettes, Roger Bannister, dictionary, and so on and so forth. I've done a whole video on these coins, so if you want to know nearly every single 50p that I own at the time that video was made, then check that one out. But this is my updated collection of 50p's. I don't really think there's anything new in here, to be honest. I think they're all just the same as last time. And then there's a couple of overspills here, including the salmon. And I put the shield in the wrong place. I'm going to move that one because I accidentally put it there. I don't know why. Then we got our £2. I'm going to do the £2 because I've never ever shown you the £2 coins, my full set, before. So we start with Rugby World Cup. Then we go to Marconi Wireless Transmissions. There's still 3 of the Commonwealth Games to get. There's Commonwealth Games Scotland, there's the 4th rarest. We've got DNA Double Helix, quite a nice design, but it's quite a common coin, unfortunately. Then we got Dravix Steam Chain Locomotive and Guy Fawkes Gunpowder Plot. Then we also have VE Day Anniversary, Brunel's Portrait, Brunel's Achievements at Paddington Station, or the Archers as they call it, Act of Union, Abolition of the Slave Trade, London Olympic Centenary, Mary Rose, Charles Dickens, London Underground Roundel, still missing the train which should be there. Then we got Golden Guinea, Lord Kitchener, this isn't the Mule Arrow one. Then we've got Trinity Lighthouse, I'm missing quite a few here. Then we've got Navy Centenary, this one, unfortunately, as you can see, does not have the flag error. It would be a very nice find if it did. If I do get a flag error, I'm not going to include it in the set though, because I consider it as an error coin and not a commemorative coin. I mean, maybe Centenary is commemorative, but I don't consider it as a necessary one to have in the set. So then we got 2016's Britannia, and then we have Shakespeare's Histories. The other Shakespeare should be really easy to get, let's hope. Then we've got Army Centenary. It's the second most common in circulation. The most common is VE Day Anniversary, which is just there in between Gunpowder Plot and Brunel's Portrait. And then we need Great Fire of London, which is probably one of my favourite designs. There's some designs that I don't like, but that is a really nice one. I mean, it's a very beautiful design. So that's the £2 and the 50p's done. Now we're going to move on to my date runs. So I primarily, at the moment, focusing on the 1p, 2p and 5p date run. I have finished my 5p date run, I'm happy to say, but the 2p and the 1p date runs are a work in progress. So I'm going to show you that now. So we go all the way from 1971. It's a bit glary. There you can see it there. So we go all the way from 1971 all the way down to 2021, which is the last circulating year at the moment. I'm not including NIFCs in the date runs. If I do stumble upon an NIFC in the wild, I will happily take it, but it won't be included in my date run set. As I go, I'm going to also be looking for upgrades. For example, these older ones are a bit duller, but I'm going to try and upgrade them to some nicer, shinier ones. I want the best possible examples, if you say that. So yeah, I'm going to try and get the best possible examples, because that's what data run's all about, you know. Nice condition coins every single day of that exact denomination. So yes, it goes all the way to 2021. Well, when we get to 2021, we're still missing that one. So there's a lot to fill in. I'm just quickly going to go through the ones we've still got to get. So we still need a 76. We still need a 79. We still need a 90, 91, 92. We still need a 98 as well. And we also still need a 2003. We also need a 2010 and a 2011. And then we're missing 2021. So there's not a lot to get compared to the pennies. That's a lot to get in the pennies, but we've got quite a lot of the 2p's at the moment. Upgrades, you will see what upgrades I need. But the stars of the show are probably the 96, because that's in quite nice condition for a 96. We've also got a really good 2001. You've got to bear in mind that next year that 96 is 30 years old and that 2001 is 25. So they're in good condition for their age. So I'm very happy with those. I did find those in circulation, so they're good finds. So we're going to move on to my pennies now. At the end, I'll show you what upgrades I'm kind of looking for at the moment. So we're missing a lot, as you can see, how many we've got to fill. But it will be worthwhile. So we got to get a 1974. And we also need a 1976 again. We need a 78 and a 79. We also need a 1980, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Then we've got 86, 87 we have, both of those. We also need an 88. We need a 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. Got 96, we're 97, and 98 is in good condition. We need 2002. That's going to be quite a hard one to get. Again, the year 2000 one is quite good for its age. But we need a lot. I'm not going to count all the dates actually, but it's a couple of upgrades we need to get. I'll show you the complete set of 5p's now. So there's a bit of overspill of the pennies on this page. I couldn't fit them all in. So they're mixed in with the 5p's. So we got all the way from 1990 all the way to 22. So I'm happy with that. I did start the 5p's before the pennies and 2 pennies, so that's why this is complete and these ones are a work in progress. But again, I want the best condition coins possible. The ones I'm mainly looking to upgrade this 91. It doesn't show it on camera, but this one's got quite a lot of damage, so that needs to be upgraded. Same thing with this 98. This one needs to be upgraded because it's a bit discoloured and it's damaged, so we need to get a better example. We also need to get a better 2001, which is just there. You can see that big splodge of dirt on it. So yeah, we need a better one to make that look nice. And then I've got the backspill of foreign coins, some old ones in here. Can take some time to look at those. I'm just going to briefly go past them. You can pause if you want to see what overflow foreigns I've got, but I've got quite a lot of them. I might do a detailed video on these, I might not. Nice condition, old American Sun, that's an old one, that one. But yeah, I really I'm making good progress with this, and I thought it'd be interesting to show you everything, but it will be completed one day. We're going to say that, but it's a work in progress at the moment. Everything is a work in progress in this album because it's the newest album. You got to remember that. I really hope you enjoyed watching this one, and I hope you found it fascinating to see my modern coins. I know I do modern coins on this channel, but I will be doing pre-decimal stuff if you're interested in older coins and stuff. So I'm going to sign off on that point, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.